Let's go ahead and talk about the idea that the crypto bull run has not started yet. And no, I didn't say this. I think we're in a crypto bull run. I just personally think that it's working a little bit different than what we've seen in the past. And that's not a bad thing, because every single cycle is different. However, a lot of people are anticipating these big pumps. And we kind of talked about that yesterday on the live stream. You guys know I live stream for you every single day, Monday through Friday. But a lot of people are just incredibly impatient, which I get, because America's in a recession. Things are tough around the world. There's just all this uncertainty and all this cuckoo-ness happening. But at the same time, to be a good trader or investor, you have to be patient. You have to be patient. And good things will come if you are. So apparently what happened and what kicked this cuckoo-ness off was this post from CZ from Binance. He said, and I commented on the original post, he says, maybe we haven't hit a real bull market yet. So this is what he said. My followers grew quickly from 9 to 10 million in a bear market, then slowed to halt after 10 million. Even in this bull market, followers grew fast in previous bull markets. Last correlation. Is this normal? What's wrong with X, etc.? So I kind of want to talk about this a little bit, like how he's basically saying, are we not in a bull market? Because generally, and this is a metric that I like to use a lot, and it's what I like to do. Okay. And people give me a little bit of crap for it, but that is great. But I actually read all of your guys' comments and on all the different platforms. You have to remember, I am on TikTok, YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, all the platforms. I've got over 1.1 million on all platforms combined. The biggest ones being YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X. Okay. So with that being said, as I read the comments, I kind of see what's going on over there. So when I start to get more views, when I start to get more comments from retail, that indicates what type of market we're in. And CZ's kind of talking about the same thing. And social metrics are really, really undefeated. I know Lunar Crush is a really great platform for that, to where you can kind of gauge who's talking about what, but it only, I believe, covers X. And that's the issue, is a lot of people like to focus on what's happening on Crypto X or YouTube, etc. But a lot of people forget TikTok, and they forget Instagram, and they forget Facebook. So moral of the story is, I think that we are in a bull market, but it's a different type of bull market. Like, even when we take a look at stocks, we talked about this yesterday, the entire stock market globally is worth $127 trillion. US takes about 62% of that, a little bit more of that, or a little bit half of that. And we're seeing crypto kind of pop off. Like, when we see things pop off, it's kind of like stock gains, and like 3 to 5, 10% a day, etc. And a lot of people are so used to crypto being like crazy all over the place. Everything's a hot mess and like everything's pumping. And there are outliers. There are meme coins that are outliers. But again, those are really, really, really hard to juggle. I know that Aster, which I totally missed out on that. That pumped like crazy. And then there's other outliers that happen here or there. But one of the things we've talked about a lot in this channel are crypto DATs, digital asset treasuries. We've talked about crypto stocks. Gamer posts his P&Ls in the chat all of the time. And the fact that he's done incredibly well on that, and I'm kind of told you guys, potentially try to pivot to that if you want to get those really volatile gains. Consider to do that. I think Gemini just went public too. BitGo is supposed to go public. So it's a pretty big deal. And you can potentially make quite a bit of money on that. But again, that's for traders. Those are for people that are actively trading. If you're not somebody who's actively trading, just kind of sit on your hands and just kind of chill. Also, you have to understand too, like we saw XRP pump from like 50 cents to $3. Hedera, I think, was 5 cents to 24 cents. Cardano, like we're seeing a lot of multiple gains, but it was kind of in the past. So again, I think that we are in a bull market. It's a very early stages. And I think once we really get established with these crypto spot ETFs, we will see a lot more liquidity come into the market. Okay. So just be patient there. And what CZ said is right. But however, he doesn't have time to sit, look at social analytics and stuff like that. But gauging followers by how the market sentiment is incredibly important. Also, cheers, you guys. Happy Sunday. Happy football day to those that celebrate. God bless all of you, those of you that go to church and whatnot. So some coffee. I'm going to give a shout out to channel members. I'm going to go ahead and cover charts really quick, just so you guys have an idea of what's happening for the next week, because it's important. It's important. Good morning to Dale. Good morning to Mr. R, to Mr. Lawrence. Lawrence shows up every single day, and we greatly appreciate you. And to everybody else, my TikTok babes, my Rumble babes, my YouTube babes, etc. Also, if you guys could smash the like, that really helps me to push this out into the algorithm. Always good, always helpful. Also, too, I put a poll that says, has a crypto bull run started yet? Most people say no. And that's okay. It's okay to have your opinion. And shout out to everybody over in India. We love you guys. You guys show up a lot, and I really, really appreciate it. So that's kind of what happened over there. You're going to see a lot of big headlines about it. Is the title a little bit clickbait? We always do clickbait on the channel. We have to do it. But let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on with the market. Are we pumping? Are we dumping? What's happening? So taking a look at crypto bubbles, IP, which is up. It's up significantly over there. IP, Aster, it's kind of like a hyperliquid competitor. WFI, Flare, everything, and BNB is up, of course. Also, BNB broke another all-time high yesterday, which is amazing. I've been holding that. I've got a moon bag of that. Like, I've been holding it since I don't even know when. Got a moon bags of quite a few things. That's why, if you don't know, the moon bag strategy is just really quickly. Moon bag is when we do your due diligence, put disposable income in, number goes up, you start pulling profits. It could be 10%. It could be 50%, 300%, 1,000%. And eventually you continue to trade till you own that bag free and clear. And it's probably one of the best pieces of advice I can give to you to have you consider to do that strategy. It works really, really well. Or if you're a holder, that's just fine. Now, taking a look at SPX, because again, last week was a really, really big week. We got the lowering of the interest rates, etc. So we're currently at all-time high with SPX. Cool. Wonderful. Fine. Fantastic. Shout out to Lawrence. Thank you so much for $5 super chat. Tonight is hair and washing night. I switched the hair washing night to Sunday. And then, to get a fresh start of the week. Also, too, I'm going to be in Canada filming a documentary Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I still will be, I'll give you guys my schedule. I have to double check my flights and stuff like that. But I'll probably be streaming Wednesday, depending when they need me in the studio. And stuff like that. But I'm going to have I always have pre-recorded content for you guys. 10:30 a.m. PT, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. PT, and then 6 p.m. PT. So let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. I want to remove the Murray math lines. We don't need those. So this is what's happening. We're going to go ahead and remove, and we're going to start with a fresh naked chart over here. Okay. So Bitcoin had a little bit of a rough week, but we do have our nice local bottom here at about $107,000. We got a swing wick high to about 117, and we are currently trading at about 115. We really haven't done too much this week. Really haven't done too much. Now we take a look at the daily. Daily shows a little bit of a different picture. We've really been tapping on this area of of resistance here heavily the entire week since about 9/12. Well, yeah, about the last week or so. So we're having trouble breaking above it, which is fine because all we're doing is we're adding history to the charts. So that's what we're kind of seeing there. Nothing exciting. I mean, realistically, we look at the bigger chart over here. Just as long as we don't fall below $111,000, it's fine. Completely fine. Market CIPHER, which we've got a QR code at the top, a little bit overbought. That's okay. It happens. But other than that, Bitcoin's just kind of doing its thing. So nothing really exciting is happening in the market. Now, when we take a look at Ethereum, let's go ahead and remove our lines and see what's happening. We've got some really, really nice strong support here at about $4,200. We've been trading above $4,400, which is nice, but we are in a downtrend. We do need to kind of get that breakout and retest about 4,600. Taking a look at the weekly, we have a nice bottom over here at 4,200. Realistically over here, that's a better one, about $4,000. But we're just kind of going sideways. Nothing too incredibly exciting yet. I do know that there is sometimes really big news that happens on Sunday. So if something happens, I will let you know. I also have some alpha for you at the end of the show on Tuesday. I put a post out. And it was very, very interesting. There's some really, really big news happening in California for Bitcoin and crypto. Really big news. So stick around for the end of that. I'll talk about it a little bit more. Now, so Ethereum's just kind of doing its thing. Not super great. Solana is also dropping as well. We'll probably hit about 229. XRP is now trading below $3. And the thing about XRP likes to ping pong a lot. So we're just kind of chilling. We'll probably drop down and retest 287 if we continue to drop. Chainlink as well is dropping. I will buy more Chainlink under $20. So we're not there yet, but market's not super great. Cardano, ADA, about 87 cents. We want to test about 85 if we continue our drop. Hedera is just kind of chilling in our little bit of a range here between 22 and 25 cents. Shout out to the dog community in a downtrend, looking like we're going to hit 0.002, which is totally fine because we had some really nice gains earlier in the year. Aave Actually broke down below this trend line over here, which sucks because this is one all the way from April. So that's not super great. That's not super great. We'll take a look at Avalanche because I got a big old bag, honey. Avalanche is holding up decent. We hit a high of about $35, and now we're trading about 32. I just want us to stay above $28. That would be great. They said take a look at the weekly. Weekly looks good. I mean, we have 2 bullish weekly candles over here. So we'll probably actually close pretty bullish with Avalanche. The only thing I don't like is I don't like the swing wick high up to $35 and then trading at like 32, but that's okay. Doge, we'll take a look at Doge. Doge is just kind of doing its thing. Nothing too terribly exciting over here. With Dogecoin, we're at like 26 cents, but we do have that spot ETF, which is good news. XLM had the big partnership with PayPal earlier with their Pi USD. Not super great, but you know, look like we might actually break down there. Algo looks like it wants to retest on 22 cents over here. Not super great. Ondo, also heading downwards. VeChain, we love the VeChain folks. But VeChain looks like it's also going to retap down. BNB hit an all-time high of $1,082. And now we're back over here. So we'll see what happens with BNB. But right now the market's not super exciting. Entire cryptocurrency market cap is at like 3.97 trillion, holding on to support really, really well there. So it's not too exciting right now, unfortunately. So right now I'm calling for a little bit lower on everything unless we get some cuckoo news and everything starts to pump. But that's okay. You want to know why? It's because you guys have been here. You guys continue to show up and things will get better. So there's that. Also too, you guys, if you do want to trade with me, we are on Kraken. Great spot exchange. They've got customer service support. You can trade stocks, all kinds of stuff over there. Absolutely great. We've got Market CIPHER over there for those indicators. We've got Femex if you guys are degenerates. All the links will be down there below. Really quickly about the news. So Tuesday is going to be really, really big news for crypto, primarily in California. I do know what is going to be announced. I cannot say because it's not my news, but it's something really, really, really exciting. It's something that's going to be bullish long-term. It's something that's not going to happen overnight, but the announcement it's going to be a game changer for California if this thing ends up coming to fruition. So not that I'm calling, see you next Tuesday, but not like that. Not like that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If we get any type of updates happening with the market, I will be sure to update you like any type of crazy news. Shout out to BNB for hitting $1,000 breaking or hitting higher than that. Go Seahawks. Woo! Go Seahawks. Go football. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. 10:30 MPT. And I got an HBAR video coming out. Sending you guys love and light. Bye-bye.